been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
56.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Raiders.
What a tremendous rookie year running the football that Josh Jacobs had in 2019. But he only had 20 catches out of the backfield. What we just saw there, that catch in the first down pickup, we'll see more of that with him moving forward. I think in his rookie season, the Raiders just want him to get comfortable learning the NFL game, doing what he does best, running it. Now he'll add pass catching to his duties.
Carr now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Las Vegas, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Mine's 42. Mine's 42. We got it.
Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The play fake, and it's Darnold looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 13.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give, Darnold. Going up top. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And now it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Raiders 7.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back set...
And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 5 now. Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go one more.
Play action. It's Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dan Arnold, 30 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Carr. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Raiders.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
Now, 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Carr flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. 3rd down here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Then with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We got set. 4-2. Here we go. Yeah, ready. Here we come. 9-42.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Alrighty. 51.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare, because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
It's a gain.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. On play action, they'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
For Carolina.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A gain of 5 brings up
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming to you. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
The score, Panthers.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Jackson on the
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Joey Sly lining up.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun now for Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 55, Raiders 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And this one's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Mike's 42. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Push him back. Push him back.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.